The news of China's decision to build a logistics supporting infrastructure station in Djibouti drew wide attention during the Johannesburg summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. The Western media pointed out that the project would be China's first overseas military base, and there seems to be a subtle shift in China's military strategy, which claimed no interest in setting up overseas bases in the past few decades. Is that the real picture? And what's behind the move?
Welcome to China
Today's
Mosaic.
China Mosaic will first zoom in on security issues in Africa.
I'm not so sure if it is a military base in a strict sense. I would rather say perhaps it will be a military logistic base and a fast evacuation base. Because when I have discussions with Chinese Marines, because Chinese Marines, as far as you know, they are patrolling in the Gulf of Aden. They got quite a lot of difficulties for their logistic support. Perhaps a Djibouti base will help them to have less difficulties. Other reason I will say that really China needs fast evacuation base because, after Libyan war, China evacuated a lot of our citizens from Libya. And now, because of a lot of problems in a number of African countries, I will say Libyan evacuation like in Libya will be not the last one. So that's why I think China needs some kind of fast evacuation base. Perhaps Djibouti base will help this.
Security cooperation was a key topic of this year's Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. Africa is now home to about 1 million Chinese, and the bilateral economic bonds are getting increasingly closer. So Africa's stability means a lot to China, and it's in China's interest to help Africa safeguard peace and stability. In this September, Chinese President Xi Jinping said China would contribute more to safeguarding global peace and stability during his speech in the United Nations Assembly. Some of the concrete measures in beefing up security he proposed are closely related with Africa, such as China's commitment to offering free military aid worth $100 million to the African Union in the next 5 years.
And also, Africans want to have China more actively involved in its security issues and peace issues. First reason is that, especially after the Libyan war, Africa is facing more problems, security problems than before. They need more international help. Although, Western powers contributed in some degree Africa's peace and stability, but they also quite negative impact on African security. For example, their policies about Libyan war. This really produced a very negative impact on African security. And that is also the reason why Africans want to have more Chinese involvement in their security issues. In some degree, they want to have some kind of balance of the influence of foreign help. After this summit, China-Africa security cooperation will be strengthened. There will be more security cooperation between China and Africa in security domains.
Economic and trade cooperation was also high on the agenda. However, China's Ministry of Commerce said last month that China's direct investment in Africa plunged by about 40% in the first 6 months this year, raising worries that China's economic slowdown is dragging Africa's growth.
In the first 6 months of this year, China's investment to Africa dropped quite considerably, about 40%. To my belief, this will be only a temporary phenomenon, because in the long run, I'm sure Chinese investment will increase very fast. For the previous period, China-Africa economic relations developed, I would say, very fast. But that is more in the sense of quantity, less in the sense of quality. Previous period of China-Africa economic relations were more driven by trade and contracting, especially infrastructure contracting. In the future, I will say China-Africa economic relations will be more driven by investment. Because of the limitation of the time, that's all for today's China Mosaic. Thank you for watching this program. Thank you very much.